White Mark II with me. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks very much.
Different day, different face.
I've taken a hat off
Yeah,
and I've put a different
Who
one
are
on.
you today, you White?
I'm the Chief Executive
Nice.
Director
Nice.
of Micah68, which
Okay,
is
tell
my
us a
own
little
ministry.
bit, tell us a little bit about Micah68, where it started, what it is.
Okay, so for about the last 20 years I've had an involvement in the Middle East, or an interest in the Middle East. Not the whole of the Middle East, that's a big patch, but places like Israel, Palestine, Egypt and Jordan. So I've been travelling over there for the last 20 years. I've been taking volunteer groups out, getting involved in practical projects over there. And then from 2010 onwards, I've developed my own personal ministry as a result of that, and it's called Micah68.
And the Middle East, it's always in the news, to be honest. We always see it in the news. Not always positive, in all honesty.
Yeah,
which
is unfortunate, I think.
What brought your heart about it? Like, what was your heart for it? How did that come about? And what was behind that?
I did the classic thing that a lot of people do, is they go on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, okay.
So years back, I went on a pilgrimage to Israel. And I saw certain aspects of their story. But all they did on that pilgrimage was take me around the stones. The buildings.
Yeah.
This is where Jesus was, or could have been. And you see the churches and you see the impressive stuff, the Jewish history and all of that. About 5 years later, whilst I was here at Cliff doing my masters, there was another opportunity to return on a different kind of tour. It was like an encounter tour.
Okay.
And this time we were going to meet people, what they call over there the living stones. So they go to church in buildings, but actually these were some of the Christians.
Yeah.
And they were mainly Arab Christians that I met, some Messianic Jews I met then, and I began to realise, well, I don't know the place at all. I've seen the tour, but I take my own little spiritual bit home and said, oh, it's wonderful to be there. Now I'm meeting people, and I'm meeting their need, and I'm hearing what the church is having to respond to, and so I started to get involved, and as I say, took out groups to respond. We painted, decorated, did children's work, youth work, about 25 different missions on 20 different projects across the region.
And it's a really interesting time. Manchester's happened, we can't ignore that here at Festival. We don't want to ignore that.
No.
Religious issues and faith issues are going to rise, I'm sure. And it's an issue for Cliff. What you've kind of got experience in that, dealing with multi-faith issues in your own kind of walk with Micah68. What's your advice to churches who are responding to that as a problem?
Well, if I could just say that part of the impulse of Micah68, which is all about, that verse from the Old Testament, the prophet Micah, chapter 6, verse 8, to act justly, love mercy, walk humbly, is I think in my encounters in the Middle East, befriending people, getting to know them, understanding them. A lot of my contacts over there are with the Muslim community, and I know I have some Jewish community as well that I dialogue with, is befriending them.
Okay.
And then where's justice in the issue? Where's truth and righteousness? So the acting justly is really important. And then loving mercy is generous acts to people. How do we help them? How do we support them? Wherever their faith background. And then the verse goes, walking humbly with your God.
That's the interesting bit,
See, there's a lot of pride in the world. There's a lot of, like was mentioned the other night here at Festival, national pride. Forget international and national pride.
Really interesting.
It's actually, or even personal pride, it's what do we do out of humility? I don't see Jesus, I don't see the example of Jesus being all about pride, quite the reverse. So if we're walking humbly, it's actually saying, there but for the grace of God go I. This is my life. What am I doing to reflect Jesus and the life of Jesus to other people?
It seems like a really important time for Micah68 to exist.
It
seems like the right time. How can people get involved? If they want to know more about Micah68, what are the ways? Obviously, you've got a stand here.
I've got a stand here at the marketplace, so if you're here at Cliff Festival, please come and drop in and buy some of our goods.
Yeah, buy some of your lovely items.
Well, some of the items you see are actually supporting some of the micro businesses over there, some of my partners over there. The olive wood is actually all the stuff from Bethlehem, but there's things from Egypt and Jordan. You can go on my own Facebook page. We have a Micah68 Facebook page, and there's a website, micah6-8.org.uk.
Nice. And they could speak to you if you're around the site.
I'm really happy for people to chat.
And how can people get involved? Obviously, they can go. Is there like something practical?
So yeah,
you ask them to do?
I go kind of praying pounds and people really. So you pray for us, please do. Get on the website. You'll see some of the tours that I do. Pounds giving directly to 6 of the projects that I'm working with over there. People come out with me, travel with me, get to know them, carry my bags.
Yeah, nice.
That'd be good.
That'd be nice.
Then you could actually get to know some of the people I know and get to know my friends.
Okay, so go on the website. That's the place to go. That's got all the information they need.
Or the Facebook page.
Or come and chat to you or the guys on the stand.
Happy to do that.
Ian White, it's been a pleasure. We'll probably see you again before the weekend's out. We'll do a wrap up at the end.
I'll put my other hat on and be back to be the festival coordinator.
Perfect. Yeah, go check out the stand, guys, or go online. We'll put a link to the website on Facebook. Please do check out. Watch out for more videos later on.